We are on now. Oh my gosh, you guys. It has been forever since we have had coffee with Krista. So welcome back. It's been a crazy summer. And I got to tell you, in August, we had the amazing Darren Peppard on, his new book. He's just a rock star, my brother, amazing. And now, because I always want you to know people that I think you need to know, we're going to have another conversation with my coach. The one, the only, the fabulous Sean Quintero. How are you doing today?
Hey, so good. So excited to be here for the second time, which is really exciting.
Oh my gosh, because we got to, you were a guest last summer?
I think so, last year.
Last spring, last summer. And we got to talk about, where the Legacy Tribe came from and its origins and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. I love being a friend of the show. Obviously, I'm a friend of the host, but everybody who's listening, first of all, Krista's amazing. Can we put in the chat how amazing she is? But also, I love interacting with you guys. So I know you guys are watching this as a watch party. I can't wait to hear from you and hear all your comments and everything in the comments below too. And I'm super excited to have a conversation with you, Krista.
I know, I am too. It's been so long because we kind of got gypped out of the retreat. I'm very sad. So
I know.
I'm glad that I get to interview you now is because we should be at retreat.
Literally, this is the week that we would be holding our retreat, which is crazy. And we're not because of COVID, but it's coming back hopefully next year if all this COVID crazy goes away. So.
all my Facebook memories are popping up and I'm just like, So for those who don't know you, Sean, tell us just a little bit about you. And I have a whole video about him. I will post it down below later, but tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm Sean Q. I'm a high ticket sales coach. I love helping people land high paying clients. And the reason why is the vision of our company is to eradicate poverty. Poverty is the #1 reason why there's increased crime, increased divorce rates, increased dropout rates, increased drug abuse and drug addiction, increased mental health issues. And so there's so many things that are linked to poverty that if we can cut poverty at its root, and if I can help solve that problem, everything else becomes easier. And what I've discovered is a lot of people have a lot of really bad relationships with money. I remember growing up myself, the best conversation around money was when my mom got a 10-cent raise at her job. And I was so excited for her. She was so excited. And I thought, well, I'm going to grow up getting 10-cent raises. And then I discovered 10 cents isn't a lot, especially that. It's insane to think that people work their entire lives just for 10-cent raises. And I made a decision. I wanted to help people not just make a lot of money and become rich, but also maintain their soul, maintain their integrity, and feel fulfilled with everything that they do. So we didn't want to just make money. We wanted to serve people and help them get themselves out of poverty, as well as help them help other people through their special gift and skill that they bring to the world. So that's what we're all about. And we are so excited to work with all of our clients and see their stories come to pass, which has been just so incredible.
Well, and so just so you guys know, I first met you, it's been 2 years ago now.
Wow, Krista, that's crazy. Time flies.
Found his challenge online, and within a couple weeks, I was at his retreat. And you guys, life has never been the same. From my first meeting with Sean, this is where the Get Off the Damn Hamster Wheel program was born. I had the name, I just didn't have a program. And so one of the things that really drew me to you, Sean, is even though our experiences were different, I really related to you because you and I both have a similar background from the perspective of really kind of struggling with some mental health stuff younger in life.
Very much so. When I was in 9th grade French class, I remember I had a blade to my wrist, thinking if I dig deeper, I can just end it all. I mean, I still have the scars on my wrist to prove how little value I gave my life. And it stemmed from my childhood growing up in an incredibly abusive household. My parents getting divorced, me getting very confused as to who I was called to be, getting bullied a lot in middle school and high school. And all I knew at that point was loneliness, isolation. All I knew was pain. And it wasn't until I recognized that there was purpose in my pain and that I had the opportunity to help other people alleviate their pain and navigate and explore, one, their mental health, but also their purpose and discover why were they born, that everything began to shift for me. And so I began to, there's a really good quote that goes, the most important day of your life is when you're born. Second most important day is when you discover why. And I fully believe that when somebody discovers why they were born and that they're empowered to go fulfill that calling on their life, waking up excited becomes a normal routine. Going to bed eager to get up again, which was very much not the case for me. I remember going to sleep once, multiple times actually, and thinking, I hope I don't wake up. And now I get the opportunity to go to sleep eager about waking up and helping other people experience that same thing. And so mental health is such an important part of me and such an important part of my family. My wife is a marriage and family therapist. She works with clients who are struggling with their mental health. And specifically as an entrepreneur, I don't think people realize the journey that they have to go through as an entrepreneur in the marketplace, because you're literally opening yourself up to experience some of the worst things that a human can experience: isolation, loneliness, especially when you're starting your business and maybe your family doesn't support it, or maybe you're starting a business and or maybe you've been in business for years and it just hasn't happened for you yet, or like the uncertainty, the lack of clarity, like all of those challenges create an atmosphere where you are like, I don't know anybody who's an entrepreneur who has not gone through their own mental health journey of discovering and rediscovering who they are. So it's been really exciting to go through my own process, but also help other people through their process as well.
Oh my gosh, I could not agree more. And one of the things that I discovered starting to work with you is that I had to give myself permission to be okay where I was. So many entrepreneurs, wouldn't you agree, they see themselves here, but they want to be here and they don't realize that they're here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's incredible to see people struggle for so long and realize that it's not a straight line to success. I don't know anybody who has like waken up one day and was just successful. Like there is no such thing as overnight success.
Wow.
It happens over years and years and years. What you see is overnight success because it just happens for a lot of people. Like, oh, wow, they become globally well known. But the work they've put into that you didn't get to see, the years where you didn't know them, the years where they toiled and they worked and they had no idea whether or not it was going to make it, you don't see a lot of that. And so we have this mythology of success where it's like, if I'm not successful today, I'll never be successful. But I always recommend people have a growth mindset of, hey, one step at a time. If all I take today is a baby step forward, at least I'm moving forward.
Oh my gosh, I could not agree more. So as I was telling you earlier before we hit the record button, I'm going to be sharing the video that you and I did last year because there's, so much of your story and it is so powerful and I love it. But it's up until like things got crazy in this last year for you. Yeah. So I want a little catch me up because holy buckets, and it's so great to work with you because I get to watch it all, but it's just amazing.
Yeah. So to give you a little bit of insight and to take people a little bit of kind of behind the scenes look, last year in 2019, we had a membership site that we were trying to maintain. We had a group coaching experience. We had a course that we were trying to sell. I had 3 Facebook groups, and I was just very scattered, trying to do a whole lot of things. And I became so burned out around August of last year. And I realized, like, if I keep doing this, I'm just going to hate my life. I'm going to hate business. I'm going to hate my clients, even though I love them. I'm just going to get so burned out. I'm not going to have the joy. anymore that, I want to bring to the community. And so we made a very difficult decision to close everything except for one of our Facebook groups and our group coaching program. And at the very beginning of November, I think it was early November of last year, I made a decision that I'm going to go all in on this group coaching program, and I'm going to make it the very best program I can possibly. I'm going to spend 3 years just perfecting this program. And what was really helpful for me was recognizing that after spending 1 year on something, you're going to see some progress. But I was challenged to say, Sean, if you focus on just this one thing for the next 10 years, how amazing can it be? And so I made that decision. We're going to go all in on this program. And instead of making it a group coaching program, we made it a mastermind. We leveled up a lot of the content. It used to be a 12-week program. Now it's a 12-month program. It used to consist of 9 trainings. Now it consists of over 100 trainings. And we're adding 3 more like big modules in the next 2 to 3 months. And so it's going to have it's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to have 10 modules instead of 7. So I'm perfecting it as best as possible over the next now 2 years, because it's been a year. The customer experience, what's that like? We now send boxes of items to all of our new clients. We're really trying to make this the very best program we possibly could. And then I made a decision, instead of trying to advertise all year long, and I'm going to do this challenge, and I'm going to focus on it. We had done it about 6 times before, but I made a decision. I'm going to go all in on this challenge. And it's a 5-day challenge, where we really help people get results during those 5 days. So it's very action focused. It's very results oriented. And you saw it maybe 5 or 6 iterations ago. This time, every single time we make it better and better and better.
Oh, it's completely different. It is a completely different animal from when I first participated a year ago this past March.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what's crazy is when you begin to focus and say no to the things that maybe you love but are distracting you from the way you can truly serve someone, that opens you up to being able to show up 100%. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say no. The most powerful thing you can do to the yeses in your life is take out everything else that just doesn't fill it or doesn't push you towards that dream that you have. And so we became hyper-focused. And what was really interesting was the first time we did our challenge this year, it was right smack dab in the middle of COVID. It was in March, late March. And it was the worst challenge we had ever done. As far as numbers, we had like 50 people who signed up, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. We had maybe 10 people sign up for our program, which is pretty cool, but it's not the numbers that we needed in order to maintain like our company. I have employees now, I have we have expenses that are real, and it was just a mess. And so I made a decision then to keep pushing through, and we're going to keep doing this. So we did another challenge, and it doubled from the last time we had done it, which was, we made, I think, about $32,000 that first one in March. This one we did about $48,000. So it didn't double it. We just added like 10,000. And then we did it again, a third time, which was, we went from like 45,000 to like 48,000. And then we just did it in August of 2020. And it was our first 6-figure launch, which was like incredible. We did 112,000. We're going to do it one more time, and our goal is $250,000. But what's really cool is seeing the hockey stick of nothing for a long time, and then it starts to blimp, and then it starts to blimp, and then it kind of goes crazy. But it's been a lot of us saying no to the wrong thing, or no to everything that's not what we needed to focus on. It's been a lot of us pushing through and enduring, and it's been a lot of us saying, okay, we're going to focus in no matter what. We're going to make this the best thing we can, and we're going to improve it little by little. What it is now is not the first iteration of it, and so many people are afraid to release something that's bad. But like, you got to release it as is so you can improve it, get feedback, make it better and better. So the version of our program now is, I think, our 12th iteration of this one program that we've been focusing on, which is pretty incredible. So let me just encourage everybody who's listening to this, no matter where you're at in your journey, if you're focused and you're making it better one day at a time, that's all you need to be doing. That's it. Just focus in and make it better each and every time.
I'm completely on board with that. My favorite book, I'm actually listening to it for the second time, is Gary Keller, The One Thing.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like, what is that one thing that when you focus on that, everything else becomes unnecessary or simpler. And that's what I've done with my challenge. So for those of you that are familiar with the Get Off the Damn Hamster Wheel challenge, this is the gentleman that made me do it. And the first try, I was scared to death. And I think any of us that are in, even though I've been coaching for quite a few years, and you guys, he doesn't just work with coaches. Literally, anybody that wants to change the world, he's your guy. And I can look back at that very first challenge. It doesn't even resemble. It's not even close. And I lied earlier. I have been working with you since the fall. So 2 years ago, but March was my launch of my challenge. And it's completely different, because if you have the ability to buy into the ready, fire, aim mentality, here's the thing, 90% of the things, and I think you told me this, 90% of the things that you think will go wrong, nobody notices but you.
Yep.
And I had some of the biggest, what I perceived to be screw ups, and those actually were the comments that I got back saying, I love that you were so transparent, and I want to work with you because you're a real person. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I totally dropped the ball, but okay.
One time we were doing a live stream training, and it was an hour long. We had built it all up, and it cut out. Our internet cut out 3 times during the live stream. So we had to restart it over and over and over. So you had part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and we still made money through that process because we were there to serve. And I think a lot of people lose sight of that. Challenges oftentimes have a bad name or get a bad rap because they feel like it's going to be a 5-day sales pitch. Okay, you're going to waste my time for 5 days and you're going to sell me something afterwards. Of course, we're going to sell something, right? We're in this to serve you at a greater capacity, but we're also there to serve you during the challenge. So I have gotten feedbacks where people say, like, this is the best content that I've ever gone through, and I've paid for things. Like, I paid $5,000, and this training gave me way more than I paid $5,000 for, and it's free. And so what we want to do is we want to overwhelm people with so much goodness that their lives are forever changed. And so we take integrity very important, very, very seriously. One of our brand values is integrity matters. It absolutely matters for us to serve people to the sale. It absolutely matters for us to serve people whether or not they buy. I want you to get results, and I want you to be able to move forward in your business and in your life. And so I know what I'm called to do on this planet. I'm here to serve. I'm here to eradicate poverty. And if I can do that, then we're going to do it, whether or not somebody buys from us.
I love that. And something that you just mentioned really kind of struck a chord with me. And I know that when it comes to you and value, so just so everybody knows, I tell everyone I've been a client of Sean's for 2 years. I just joined his program in May.
Maybe, yeah.
May. So the go around in May. This is the first time I'm paying him as my coach. But because of his 5-day challenge, Get Off the Damn Hamster Wheel was born. I started getting, everything kind of came together. And so, and I'm one of hundreds of stories. I want to say thousands, but I didn't exaggerate. I didn't want people to think I was making that up. So hundreds. I know.
But what's crazy is we have had, I think, 6,000 people go through the challenge though. So it is literally thousands.
It is literally, I wasn't exaggerating. Thousands of people. And it's what I think is so cool is what you teach and the way that you teach it in a free challenge. Again, I cannot believe people spend thousands of dollars on this. Matter of fact, I've paid coaches and nothing ever happened, and this completely catapulted me. Is it doesn't matter what your business is. You have copy editors, I mean, you have service people, you have like graphic designers, you've got doulas, I mean, I can't even start to think of the list. It's just, yeah. It's so, we are such a motley crew, and it's awesome.
Yeah, we put together a list of all the different industries that we have impact in. We literally go from the range of corporate learning. So we have a client who landed LinkedIn as a client at $90,000 at a corporate contract, and they were helping their employees learn how to onboard new staff, and like it was an internal project. Then we have people who are like Anna, who's a fertility coach who helps people get pregnant. And then we have people like Penny, who's a copywriting like genius. And then we have people like you, who's a personality expert. And then we have people like Katrina, who's a performance coach who helps singers get more gigs. So it's like a wide variety of industries that we have had the honor of being able to serve in. And so no matter where you're at, whether you have an idea or whether or not you are already in your business and you're trying to land that next client, I highly recommend our challenge. I highly recommend Krista's challenge as well, because we are a different type of person. I am not like every other marketer out there who is trying to make a sale and then like peace out. The reason why our program is 12 months is because I want to help you long-term. I want you to get results long-term. Krista, I don't think you're ever going to get rid of me because I am so invested in your success.
I'm okay with that.
I'm so invested in our client's success, and I'm not here to make money. I'm here to eradicate poverty. There's a complete different approach that we take than every other marketer out there.
So and that's part of the reason that you're stuck with me too. You and the crew are completely stuck with me. So we've been talking about challenges this whole time, and your next challenge starts Monday as well, correct?
This Monday, October 12th at 9 a.m. Pacific time is the first training. It's called the One Client Away Challenge. And during the challenge, we're going to be helping you land your next high-paying client. We've had people like Penny, who landed she was making about $1,000 a month in her business. She had her first $30,000 month because of what she learned in this challenge. Or somebody like Jason, who's a tutor. He was selling his tutoring for like $40 an hour, $50 an hour. Now he sells $4,000 packages. And so it's just pretty incredible. So during the challenge, we're going to help you take what you already do, or take your business idea or take your business to the next level by helping you land your next high-paying client, helping you increase your prices the right way. A lot of people do that, and it's just a messy situation. So we help you do that the right way. We also help you build your offer so you know what you're actually selling. And then we help you have sales conversations that are like not slimy at all, but you actually like look forward to them and you get eager and excited. And the person you're talking to is like happy they're having this conversation with you. So it's not like that weird used car salesman sleazy manipulation, but it's
don't miss that.
Exactly.
I don't miss that at all. Probably one of my favorite things that I learned in the challenge.
Yeah.
Was how to talk to a potential client without feeling like a skew bag.
Yep. And we like break down a real sales call. So you're watching a real sales call between me and a potential client, and you're watching the process actually happen, and we're breaking it down for you so you can replicate it yourself. So it's all free. All you have to do is go to clientschallenge.com. Actually, Krista, you have a link that you're going to be putting in.
I will have a link that I will drop below.
Comments. Yeah, and what's really cool about the link that she's dropping is you're going to be able to get Krista's support during the challenge by using that link. So make sure you use that link, get connected, get signed up. I can't wait to see you in the challenge and serve you. We're so stoked. We're actually in our new headquarters right now. The process that I used helped me get my first brick and mortar area. And this is just the studio part. So let me kind of give you like a sneak peek. So like we're setting up the whole studio, and it's like going to look super fresh and super exciting. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
Who's that hanging out in the corner? Is that Angel?
No, that's McCall. So McCall is a new employee of ours. So we haven't made the official introduction to all of our community yet, but we're going to be doing that soon. So you guys are the first to hear.
You heard it first. Hi, McCall. Awesome. Congratulations. So you guys, here's the thing. I participated in a challenge I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt. I don't even know where I saw it. I know it wasn't like a Facebook ad. I don't know where I heard about it. I don't know, but I know that it's completely changed my business and my life.
I love it.
Completely. I was somebody, and I just want to share this with you, Sean, because it's really easy to look at your challenge from a purely business perspective, which makes sense for most people. I needed a tribe. I needed to find my people. And since I had moved here to Boise, we'd been here 3 years, and I was just floundering. I didn't have my people. I kept trying to find my people, and I get plugged in, and then it just felt weird. And the craziest thing is getting plugged into this online community, coming to that first retreat. Please, God, let us have one next year. Getting to hug and love on people, and every single one of us are in different places of our business, but we all get each other. This is my tribe. These are my people.
I love it.
And I could not be more grateful. And I mean, Sean, that's what you did. You created this amazing, amazing group of people. I was sharing with him before we hit the record button that maybe I said it already. Who knows? I get a little lost when I'm talking to you because I'm just in awe. And I take notes. You probably notice I'm taking notes. Of just seeing all of the pop-ups on Facebook and the news feed, the memories, and everybody from last year. And it's just like, these are my people. Yeah. And so even with COVID, even with everything else going on, I still have that. We've maintained that. And thank you for that. That is definitely a benefit I did not see coming. So,
so amazing. And you know, the community really is, if I can just kind of be completely honest, I made the community completely for selfish reasons because I needed a community and I could not find one that was authentic, that was real, that supported each other, and that just fit me, where I felt like I belonged. And so I said, all right, well, I can't find it, so I'm going to make it. And it's been pretty cool to see other people gravitate towards it and just find their people, find their tribe, in the good times and the most difficult times as well. And so we're here to lock arms with you, do business together, do life together, and make this awesome. Hopefully our retreat happens next year. It'll be pretty awesome if it does. We're looking at a place in California, right on the beach. I'm really hoping that happens, but we'll have to wait and see if everything COVID related kind of eases up. So yeah, go to the link that Krista put in the chat. Get signed up, get help from Krista during the challenge. You're going to be involved as well. And so like, it's going to be life-changing.
It definitely will. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, Sean. I know what your schedule looks like, and to be able to steal you for about 45 minutes has just been amazing. So I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful to be able to help you promote the heck out of this challenge because it really is life-changing. And I'm proof of that. I've got so many friends in the tribe that are proof of that. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys, I will put the link below so that you can join the challenge. Again, it is completely free. Also, I am going to grab that video from last year or 2 years ago. It was last year from Coffee with Krista when you and I first had the opportunity to talk. And I'll make sure and share that here as well. So for me and Sean, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us at Coffee with Krista. And we will catch you again soon. Coffee and hugs.